Hello Aries and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of November in the areas of love and relationship. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates, leave the rest behind. We're going to start with your Wisdom of the Oracle card, and the card that has a message for you today is number 48, Poised, which is a lovely energy indicating that you are ready to bring something into your life. You're ready to achieve something. You're confident, you are at your best. So right now it is a great indication that you're ready for happiness. You're ready to be yourself, and being yourself is actually helping you to achieve more intimate connections, and you are just completely yourself, and love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or coming into your life. So definitely a great indication that you are at a great place right now. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading you do have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is the card of perfect happiness, indicating, kind of like confirming what the Poised card is telling us, that you are at a beautiful place right now. This is the card that also shows that you went through some difficulties, some troubles in the past, some storms, and now you're able to enjoy yourself. Your true yourself is returning back to you, and the sun is shining, the rainbows are out, and this is just this happily ever after card, kind of like this fairy tale happiness. Again, like, this is also can be an indication that that's about to happen for you, because even with the Poise, some of you are already in this beautiful place, but some of you are just getting into it. But let's see what the past is telling us. The first card in your spread is the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is the card of the wounded soldier. The wounded soldier, which is an indication that you've been through some battles, some difficulties, which also kind of, we talked about it at the Ten of Cups, that with the Ten of Cups you're kind of going through some storm before you get to that happiness. So obviously you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of challenges in your life, but the Nine of Wands is indicating that some of you are kind of get to the point that, okay, I don't know whether I'm gonna get whatever I want, so like close to giving it up, achieving it. But this is the card of perseverance, the card that's indicating that you know how to get through it. You know what it takes because you've been here before. You've been in similar situations. So you need to keep going. You need to keep pushing forward, because the goal, whatever you set for yourself, is very close. You can practically see it. So just keep going, keep pushing forward. The next card in your spread is the Three of Swords, also indication of some heartaches, pains, difficulties, disappointments, challenges that you've been through. Can be an indication of just general disappointment, but it can be also a sign of a breakup of some sort, or something that impacted you. It was hard for you to process, because emotionally it was painful. Again, it can be connected to a breakup, can be connected to any kind of disappointment. But again, like, I kind of love the analogy that these two cards, the Three of Swords and the Ten of Cups, are bringing in, because the Three of Swords has this stormy weather, which is obviously dark and not easy to get through. But you already have the Ten of Cups, indicating that the stormy weather is behind you and the rainbows are out. So I think you've been healing, you've been recovering from whatever you've been going through in the past. The next card in your reading is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is the card of competition and also a card of conflict. So if it manifests in your life as a competition, it can be a type of competition when maybe you are attracted to somebody who's very popular, and you need to fight for this person, and some of your hearts have been broken and you've been definitely tired of it. It can be also that you are that popular person and people are fighting for you. If it shows up in your life as a conflict, usually the type of conflict where people are coming from diverse backgrounds, not the same upbringing, and that is causing some challenges. But it can be also a type of conflict when you are trying to see how far you're able to get, and to kind of pushing the boundaries. Um, yeah, and five of wands is can be also like, maybe you're just kind of practicing for something. So the next card in your reading is the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is the card of the self-imposed prison, in a sense that some of you are feeling that you just don't know how to get out of the situation you've been in. Some of you are not seeing the way out. Some of you are kind of feeling trapped. But what's really important with the Eight of Swords, that that's due to the fact that you've been overthinking things. You've been your mind has been going on and on and on, and because of that, because of this analysis paralysis, you're actually not able to see your situation clearly. So very important to release those negative thoughts, and focus on the positive, focus on how great you are, how ready you are, and that happiness that you would like to bring into your life. And the next card in your reading is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is the card of apathy, boredom, or not seeing things, the value that they brings into our life, or kind of going through some negative spirals as well in your life. So for example, because of we can see from the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords that you've been through some difficulties. The Four of Cups is kind of confirming that you've been kind of focusing all those negative things that happen into your life, and because you're focusing on that negative things into your life, you're not seeing the opportunities that present to you, and you're just kind of getting into this negative spiral. You're kind of realizing it once that opportunity is gone, and like, oh my god, how could I not see that this person was interested in me? So that's kind of one aspect of the Four of Cups. The other aspect for me, that maybe you're not seeing a value of something that's already in your life. So maybe you're in a relationship and you're just wondering, okay, what if my relationship, what if my love life would be like this? What if my partner would be like that, as opposed to valuing it for what they bring into your life. So definitely need to look into that in terms of how it is manifesting. The other aspect of the Four of Cups is always that there's something that's presenting to you, something that maybe it's not exactly what you envisioned, what you wanted, but maybe that is what you need, because it, as you can see it is coming from the universe, and he's not really reacting to it happily. He's readily reading the book. So anyway, consider it what kind of opportunities are, and try to see the benefits of those opportunities, what they can bring into your life. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you, and you can also help me to grow this channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you've already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. Only a very few % of people end up subscribing, so I hope you're gonna be one of them. And I'm always very excited to read in the comment how this reading is resonating with you. So your reading continues with the moon energy. The moon is all about balance, harmony, balancing certain things in your life, like for example your wild self and your domesticated self. But it's also a card of secrets, shadows, fears, anxieties, when you're kind of feeling uncertain in your life, in your current situation, which is kind of like very interesting, because at the center of this card you have this beautiful energy of happiness, but there's all these doubts, these fears and anxiety that surrounds it because of the past, whatever happened. Whenever the moon comes up, you need to see a couple of things. You definitely need to pay attention to your inner voice, your instincts, and let that lead you. Let that lead you in that path. And if you follow your instinct, that's gonna lead you soon to something amazing. Because the moon is here to guide you in the darkness when you're kind of feeling that things are the sky is falling. The next card in your reading is the Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups is beautiful card of happiness, joy, celebration, being super happy. And you have here both the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So definitely an indication that you're stepping up, or you're just kind of having lots of these beautiful moment, which kind of interesting for me, that there's like at one point you have this card in the reading, this super happy times, and then you have this apathy, boredom, and heartache, and overthinking, and being unsure. So it's very interesting how it's fluctuating in this reading. But I think you definitely need to focus on the happiness, the joy, because the more you focus on that, the more it's gonna bring into your life. More of that will come into your life. And the Nine of Cups is also a card of wish fulfillment. So I think this is a great time for you to focus on your dreams and wishes, because maybe out of the blue, because the moon can indicate something that is hidden right now. Maybe out of the blue, your wish will come true. And the last card in your reading is the Devil energy. So Devil is all about imbalance. It shows up when it wants to call your attention to something that is out of balance. This can kind of manifest in many ways in your life. So for example, if you are single, maybe you're just going through some one night stands that gives you the physical pleasure, but not gives you the emotional connection that you are looking for. If you are in an existing relationship, it might be that the relationship is out of balance. Somebody is trying to control somebody. Maybe there's a lot of dependency, a lot of maybe there's some addiction that are like can be from a physical perspective, can be that you are addicted to something, a person, alcohol, drugs, sex, food, anything, internet. And the devil is kind of letting you know that you have the choice, even though some of you might be feeling that you're out of control, especially with the Eight of Swords and the Devil. Some of you might be feeling that you are in a situation that you don't see the way out. But the Eight of Swords, she doesn't want to see the way out. That's kind of the issue, because the devil always has some kind of an attractive side that always brings you back, and you're the only one who can break that habit. What's kind of interesting for me, that with the devil and the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is joy, happiness, enjoying of life. But the devil is always a card that brings the attention when you're overdoing something. So you need to consider: are you having too much pleasure, too much fun? That kind of gives you at the end, like once you're kind of done with it, you're kind of feeling down. These are kind of the energies that come in. I think focus on what makes you happy. Focus on that where you can able to give your true self, and I think that's going to bring you the happiness that you are attracting. And you also have here at the bottom of the deck the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is the card of lying, cheating, stealing. Generally, when it is at the bottom of the deck, indicating that we are afraid of it. So some of you are afraid of being cheated on, lied to, or anything to that nature, because it happened in the past. Your heart has been broken, and it's definitely still impacting you. And maybe that's why you are going to the other side of just having fun and enjoying life. But the Seven of Swords is always here to tell you that you need to approach a different kind of strategy, a new strategy that's different from what you've been doing. So try to think about it. What is the new strategy that you need to achieve this beautiful, perfect happiness that you want? So let's close the reading with that, and put it in a comment that I attract perfect happiness and harmony into my life. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again.